Alright, so I'm back. This will probably be part two. What was I talking about? My weight. Um, I lost 100 pounds. And yeah, I pretty much got that out of the way. Gonna keep losing weight. I'd like to be probably 250 or under. Um, 250 or under would be nice. Um, Other than that, let me see if I can kind of start from where I left off. 2019. I would have been a sophomore. Sorry, that took me way too long to fucking figure that out. I would have been a sophomore. So my sophomore year, no, would I have been a freshman? I would have been a freshman, never mind. Yeah, so I would have been a freshman. First year of high school is when I tell myself I started changing, but at the same time, I really did not. It wasn't until later, um, after that, when I started changing. Um, so after that video, it was that year, towards the end of that year of school. So like, um, towards the end of that year of school, it would have been May-ish, around my birthday when my parents split up. Why am I doing that? Would have been around then when my parents split up. Let me sit up. Let me sit up. That might be a better idea, huh? Yeah, that's probably better. So it would have been around then when my parents split up. And after that, I lived with my dad that summer, and my dad and I got along, but at the same time, he was an interesting person. And I don't think there was a day that went by without him yelling at me um, about something. That's the main reason my mom left him. Um, so after that would have been, I moved in with my mom, which is where I live now, still to this day, in an apartment. And I still see my dad often. After that, I would have started my sophomore year, and towards the end of the sophomore year, around March or February, is when COVID started. And so I finished out that year online, and that wasn't that bad until the next year, which over that summer I started getting into football. You guys might remember that I was a Seahawks fan. I don't think I ever said that in my videos, that I was a Seahawks fan, because I never really was into football as much as I am now, obviously. But yeah, I'm a Seahawks fan, so I started watching football that summer, getting into it, got excited for that season, and my buddy Scotty and I watch football together. He's actually my neighbor here at the apartments. You might remember my buddy Scotty. We had probably one video together, that fucking beating up Poofy video, which that was great though. Um, but yeah, he's a Falcons fan. Draft went by, and I was not happy today because the Seahawks drafted a running back, which we don't need him. I'm cool with the edge rusher pick. That was cool. And we also drafted Charles Cross in the first round as an offensive tackle. Needed him. Anyway, getting off track. After when COVID started, towards the end of 2021, or 2020, I mean, is when I had like my first COVID scare, and that was the real first time I dealt with. So that's nice. That's good lighting, huh? Um, that's the first time I really dealt with anxiety. Um, and so I was severely anxious all the time. I had a cold. It didn't end up being COVID. And then after that, is when I started school again. I had started school again. I did my entire junior year online. That was incredible. Man, I really don't have much time, do I? Anyway, don't even know where I was. Started school online. Did my whole junior year online. And now I'm back in school for my senior year. And that's a story. That is a story. My senior year so far, coming to an end, about a month left. So at the beginning of my senior year, obviously one of my biggest things was I wanted to get a girlfriend, and I had no idea how that was going to go until it happened. And big surprise to probably two of you. That's literally an exaggeration. Two people. No one's going to watch this video but me and my friends. Um so I got together with this one girl that you guys will know, Evelyn. And me and her were really good friends in middle school. Obviously, if you go back and watch my videos, I probably mentioned her a couple of times. I liked her a lot back in middle school, probably in sixth grade, something like that. And so I started talking to her again. It just all kind of happened. We kind of started talking again. We went out one time and spent a day at the park. That was early November, really early November. And then, as the weeks went by, it was probably mid to late November. We got together and we started hanging out all the time. But she was severely introverted, so oftentimes she wouldn't want to hang out. And subconsciously, I couldn't stop thinking the worst. I wanted to do everything right. I didn't want to do anything wrong. I didn't want her to break up with me, so I wanted to do everything I could. And that stressed me out so bad to the point where I had the worst anxiety I've ever had in my life. And I was like down all the time. I don't like saying I was depressed, but I guess I was. And I was super anxious all the time. There was a period of time where I didn't want to go to school at all. And I wanted to do nothing but be in my room all day. And I didn't even want to do anything. I'd lay there. And it was the worst experience of my entire life. I loved the experience of me and her being together. I loved that. I didn't want nothing bad to happen. But at the same time, it's not like she didn't want to hang out with me. It's just like she liked her alone time, very introverted. And I thought everything was perfect. So come mid-January or so, she broke up with me. And I tell my friends this all the time. When she broke up with me, I was like, in the moment, I was very upset, obviously. It happened in school. Of course, it happened in school. And I was crying. I was upset, obviously. But at the same time, I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I didn't have to deal with the anxiety anymore. And that was like 2 whole months of that straight. It was awful. But other than that, man, that was awful. And it's taken me till right around now to even get over that. And a lot of people who have experience with relationships and all that obviously are like, oh man, whatever, it was 2, 3 months, get over it. But at the same time, how I feel about it is that me and her had a lot of history. I've known her my whole life, so it doesn't feel like I just lost someone that I loved for a few months. It felt like I lost someone I loved for a long time. someone I've known for a long time. And there was really no reason behind her breaking up with me. It kind of just happened. She said that it wasn't going to work anymore. And sometimes things are left unknown, you know? And sometimes it's better off that way. And one of the first things I thought of when she broke up with me was like, man, this is going to make some damn good music. And that's the next part, is I started making music last year, probably around August. And it started off early summer last year. I was making dumb songs about me and my friends, and like I enjoyed it, and it was really shitty, early stages. And then I knew my brother made music, so I got into it, and now we all make music together, and good music too, I think. So if y'all want to go check me out, anyone who sees this, I am on YouTube. One song, it's on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Love Heals from Ty the Fat Guy. Capital at the beginning of every word, no spaces, Ty the Fat Guy. And if you want to check me out on Instagram, it's Ty the Fat Guy underscore in between Ty and the Fat Guy. And if you want to go check out my brother and our good buddy Will is Will Too Wavy. Caps at the beginning of every word, no spaces. Will Too Wavy, TOO. And my brother Spencer, he's Spenny, SPENNY, Spenny. He's really good too. We all make music together now, and it's awesome. I love making music. Probably my favorite part of life right now. I love music. Love making it. And other than that, I'm gonna be 18 here in not even a month, and I'm gonna get myself my license and a car, and get a job, and start working on that, and see where life goes. That's pretty much all there is to it. Ride the wave. You can't like you can't like expect anything. You just kind of roll with it, and that's just the way it goes. Things happen, and things happen for a reason, and that's what I believe in, is that everything happens for a reason, and you can't overthink it. 'Cause I've been there. Even during that, I had friends who were like going through the same thing I was, and I told them not to overthink it, and it's easier said than done, but at the same time, I was dealing with it myself, and I couldn't stop. It was awful. Um, but I love making music, and the other things that I do, nothing really much. I stream here and there on Twitch, just to go back, clip things, and have funny clips of me and my friends. On Twitch, I'm Ty underscore the Fat Guy. And if you want to go check out my good buddy Skylar, who I stream with, he is Sky the Fat Guy 3. I think it's Sky underscore the Fat Guy, just like mine, with a 3 at the end. And if it's not that, then I think it's Sky the Fat Guy 3 without the underscore. I think it has the underscore though. And I don't know, I play Call of Duty. I haven't been able to touch games like Minecraft since Evelyn broke up with me. Man, that was a time of my life, I'll tell you that. It's a learning experience, that's what life is. It's a class, you sit in the desk and you listen. You learn from everything. But other than that, I'm just gonna keep making music. I don't know how often I'll be back on this channel, but this channel has so much history for me in my life that I just had to come back at some point. And that was me and my friends a few months ago. That was when I was still with Evelyn. Um, yeah. So we decided to fuck around and just hop on that and see where that went. That was just kind of funny to go back and look on. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with this video. I'm probably going to go back and look on it a few years down the line. And me, if you're watching this, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're on tour. I'm going to remember this when I'm on tour. And I'm going to show this to everybody when I go on tour. Ty the Fat Guy is going to be the next big thing in the music industry. I'm telling you. He's going to be out there and he's going to be up there. Because you got to chase your dreams. That's what life's all about. You got one life and you got to make it. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to get to the point. And you can't let life take a hold of you. You got to take a hold of life and you got to tell it what you want. Because you only got one of them. And if you don't do what you want, you're not going to be satisfied when you're laying on your deathbed. Because death can strike you right in the face whenever it wants to. And you never know if you're going to see tomorrow. You really don't. So you got to create things that'll last forever. You may not last forever, but the things you do will. Whether it's physical things or things you can remember. So do what you want to do in life. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. Let nobody tell you otherwise. Do what you want to do. Don't let people's opinions kick you in the ass. Because then you're going to swerve onto a whole different road and you're going to have no idea where you're going. And that's why I'm here. That's why Ty the Fat Guy was born on this earth. I was born on this earth to change lives. I was born to make people happy. I was born to make myself happy. I was born to prove people wrong. And that's why I'm here. And I don't care how many people see this video. If you're watching, I love you. But before you can say that to anybody, you gotta love yourself. Just remember that. And to all the people in that crowd that's sitting there right now, Ty the Fat Guy knows. He knows what's next. And you're gonna like it. Ty the Fat Guy loves you. And I hope you're jumping up and down to this next song here, because this one's a banger. This one's a heater. You ready? They're ready.